we're really fortunate to have our next guest.
Can I say welcome back to the PM Show Weekend Edition?
Come on, let's talk
with
about
Robert Conrad, now in our new LA affiliate 1510, Talk from the Spa, and affiliates like WBIX in Boston, all of our good affiliates. We'll mention more later on.
What about Maryland?
Yeah, we do. I don't remember the call letters.
Well, the guy, he sometimes spends time there. But anyway.
Yes, I know.
Anyway.
The guy.
We are so lucky.
Sajak.
Yes, and I'm going to get to the bottom and the truth about whether he's a
just a second,
Dodger fan or not.
You get to be introduced today by the master.
Sajak, okay, was born Patrick Leonard. I can't pronounce it. He will when he comes on. He's a television personality, former weatherman, actor, talk show host, and he's supposed to allegedly be best known for the host of American television game show Wheel of Fortune.
Is that what he does?
He's son of a Polish-American trucking foreman. I was in local 710 and local 754. Did you hear that?
Yes.
Okay. He was born and raised in, Chicago, my hometown and his. He has a mother named Joyce, and he graduated from Farragut High School. I don't know where that is. I got to ask him. And then he went to Columbia.
A lot of research on him.
Well, wait. Then he went to Columbia College while working as a desk clerk at the beautiful Palmer House. Wonderful. He was a veteran of Vietnam. And in 1981, Merv Griffin asked Sajak if he would be interested in taking over the duties as MC of Wheel of Fortune.
And did he say yes?
No. However, Fred Silverman, president and CEO of NBC, went, I don't think so, rejected his hiring, and claiming it had already hosted a few game show pilots.
Wow.
However, get this.
Yes.
Merv Griffin, ended up getting what he wanted, and that's why we've had Sajak.
Merv always gets what he wants.
That's why we've had Sajak for all these wonderful, wonderful years. And the thing that I was really impressed with, first of all, I did a show. He had a talk show, an evening show.
He did on CBS late night.
And that's where I met him, and he's a wonderful...
You were a guest on that show, weren't you?
Yeah, but that's where I met him. And he's really, really, really a nice guy. And he's the director of the conservative publishing house, Eagle Publishing. He's on the board of trustees of Hilldale College in southern Michigan. He's the vice president and has written for Human Events and served on the board of directors for Claremont Institute.
You like this guy.
I like him. If I didn't, me, he wouldn't be on the show. I got 5.5 million listeners. Hello.
Apparently,
okay, so now can we talk to this?
No, we're out of time, but we were going to have Pat on the show today.
I want to talk to Sajak.
You could be talking to me instead of about me.
Hi. I wanted to talk about you, man. That's a beautiful.
I felt like I was having an out about. I thought I had passed away, and
that's your life. That's right.
Hey, it's a wonderful rap sheet, Pat. I wanted them.
Listen, I was impressed with myself, Bob.
Yes. You ought to be. I say things about you that you'd never say about yourself. I hope.
No, well, I try not to. I try to be humble. Good to be on with you. How you been?
I can't tell you how great I've been. This show is unbelievable. It has over 5 million listeners, and I'm thrilled about that. The other thing I'm thrilled about is being able to talk to celebrities like John Voight we had, and we had, unfortunately, a guy that just passed away.
Peter Graves.
Yeah. And a lot of people that I've grown up watching.
I hope you're in good health, Pat.
I'll tell you a quick John Voight story, who is not exactly...
John Voight?
Yes.
We had him on the show.
You mentioned John. I was on a cell phone with him, and I was trying to give him my email address. This is how connected he is to the 21st century. So he wanted to know my email address, and my email address contains an underscore.
Yes.
And it took me about 8 minutes to explain to him what an underscore was and how to find it and how to do it. So he's not exactly hip when it comes to the internet. But he's a great guy.
Well, listen, Sajak, let me say this to you, Pat.
Yeah.
I am in his club.
Are you not?
I am internet stupid. How's that?
Well, that's okay. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. But don't you find that people look at you like you've got 4 legs because you don't understand?
Exactly.
I've got a 136.6 IQ, and I took the pilot's license, and it has a first-time 70% failure rate. This is the instrument. I'm not talking about this. You know what I'm talking about? The instrument. And I got a 96 on it.
So you're a smart guy.
Yeah, but you know what? I got to study. I'm not the kind of guy that just
very similar.
I've got to study, and I don't know the first thing about the internet. And thank God, Pat, because I'm going to get your home phone later, and we can talk.
It's funny because what you're talking about studying, it's true. You can't study to learn the internet. There's no guidebook that tells you everything to do. You have to keep trying things. Even when you bring computer experts to fix something, they'll fix it. They'll say, "What did you do?" And they say, "I don't know. I tried a few things." You know, it's not like a car where you can look under the hood and find exactly what you're looking for. It's kind of trial and error.
Hey, well, my daughter-in-law is a lawyer and mother of 6, and she literally lives on the internet. Enough about her. Well, let's talk about you.
Okay.
You're doing a play in Hawaii?
Oh, I am. You know, I have a pal who, a guy named Joe Moore, who's been doing the news out there forever. We served in Vietnam together. He's been a friend since the late '60s, and I love Hawaii, so I use any excuse to go there. And about every 2-3 years, we'll get together and we'll do it. We did Odd Couple, we did a honeymooners thing a few years ago, and we're doing another play. And it's an excuse to get to Hawaii. We raise some money for local theater there, and if I really stink, I'm in Hawaii. Who's going to know?
Exactly.
Yeah, well, you won't stink in Hawaii. The Hawaiians, you know, they just keep wanting Donald Ho to come back.
No, they're very nice. They have a beautiful theater there. Actually, it's a 1,400-seat historic theater that's been remodeled, and it's just gorgeous.
When are you going to be there, Pat?
We'll be there end of June. I think 24th through 26th. We only do 5 performances over the course of 4 days, starting I think on the 24th of June.
You know, I don't get that, Pat. I've done a lot of theater, and it is brutal, man, for you to get ready to do theater and do how many performances?
Well, yeah, I know. That's the thing. It doesn't. I'm only doing 5, and whether you're going to have a 5-performance run or a 5-year run, you still have to learn the same play. You can't go out and say, you know, we're only doing 5 performances, so I'm only going to learn half of it. So it is, and I was wondering, you know, I'm getting up there in years now, and I was wondering how I would, it's been a few years since I've done one of these, and so I got started on a memorization process early because I didn't know if my mind could handle it, but it looks like it'll be fun. It's a play called The Boys in Autumn. George C. Scott did it on Broadway back in the 80s, and it's the premise is that Huck Finn and Tom Sawyer meet up 50 years later, and it's a warm, funny, nice play. It takes place in the 20s, but it's literally a 2-man play. It's 2 people on stage for the entire 2+ hours. So there's a lot of dialogue, but it's fun to do. You know, as you know, Bob, it's always fun to try other things and to kind of stay fresh by doing this and that. And you know, when you're doing the same thing as I have for 25 years, I love it, but it's nice to be able to stretch another muscle every now and then.
Well, I agree with what you're saying. So I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't if it takes me so long to get there. I'm starting to move about the 5th performance. I'm starting to get with it.
Yeah, well, that is. I mean, you do have to hit the ground running. I mean, you're absolutely right. I mean, I'm not an actor. I play one on television. But people who do it say the same thing. It takes a while to get your sea legs, and I don't have that luxury.
All right, look, we're going to go into the commercial break. You can hear that with your expertise in radio.
Yeah, he could talk right up to the post.
And you are going to be kind enough to stay with us for another segment.
Will you, Pat?
I'm here as long as you'll have me.
Okay, great. Well, we're going to have you for another
because we want you to open door number 2 on our contest.
And the question I want to ask you when we come back out of commercial is, what in your long career, illustrious career, has been most rewarding and is most exciting? So save that for us.
And when you come back, remember, talk to me, not about me.
Hey, man, I got it. You know, I got it. I know I'm a slow learner, but I got it.
Is Pat on the show yet? Have we got him on the air yet?
Hey, I'm instrument radio.
Commercial.
We'll be right back.
Are you struggling with too much credit card debt, sky-high interest rates, late fees, over-limit fees? Having trouble just making the monthly minimums? We can help. We're credit